Hello friends, so in this session we are going to learn Observability Dashboard Overview in Elastic Stack, Logs and Infrastructure. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we need AWS account with Ubuntu 24.04 LTS EC2 instance. Then we need at least 2 CPU cores and 4 GB RAM for smooth performance. And we need Docker and Docker Compose install. If you don't have Docker and Docker Compose, so we are going to install this session. Okay. So as you can see here, I have successfully launched my instance and I have successfully connected to my terminal. Welcome to Ubuntu. Okay. Okay. Now let's start. So first of all, we need to install Docker and Docker Compose. Okay. So for that, first of all, we need to update our system package using the command sudo apt update. So let's update first. So as you can see, it's updating our system package, right? Okay, it's done almost. Then after that, if Docker and Docker Composer are not ready installed, so you can install them using the following command. So let's install Docker and Docker Composer using the command sudo apt install -y docker io docker compose. So it's installing Docker and Docker Compose. So as you can see, it's done. So let's clear the screen first. Okay. Now let's go to the next step. Now the second step is let's create Docker Compose file. So first of all, we need to create Docker Compose YAML file to define Elastic Stack Service. So let's create the file with the name Docker Compose.yaml file. Let's create, and in this file we are going to add this data. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. Okay. After that, the next step is now move to the third step. So the third step is let's prepare configuration file for bits. So let's create a working directory for configuration. So here I'm going to create a directory with the name my work dir. Okay. So let's create using the command mkdir. Okay. And in this directory, we are going to create a file with the name filebit.yaml file. So let's edit using nano editor. And in this file, we are going to add this data. That's the file bit, right? The next one is for metric bit. So let's create a next file in this work directory with the name metricbit.yaml file. Okay, so let's create, and the data of this metric file. Okay, so let's save. Okay, so now after that, the next step is let's start the Elastic Stack using Docker Composer. So let's start the service using Docker Compose. So the command is sudo docker compose up -d. So let's start. So it takes few seconds to start. So now as you can see, now it's extracting the files of Elasticsearch. Okay, you can see it's full. Okay, it's pull complete. Now it's pulling or extracting the file of Kibana, you can see. First one for Elasticsearch. Now next one is progress in Kibana. Then third one for file bit and fourth one for metric bit. Okay. So it take few seconds. Wait for few seconds. It's complete. So now as you can see, it's Kibana. Okay, Kibana complete. Now it's file bit, right? You can see. Okay, file bit is done. Now it's metric bit. Okay, it's done. Now, as you can see, Kibana, file bit, Elasticsearch, metrics bit. Done. Okay, so let's clear the screen. Okay. Now, the next step is let's verify the containers are running. If the containers are running, the status is up. So as you can see, the status up, 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 and up, and 9 seconds and 19 seconds ago. Okay, so it's done. Okay, now let's move to the next step. Now the next step is set password for Elastic user. So Elasticsearch enables security by default. So reset the password for Elastic user using the following command, and the command is here. So let's reset the password. So please confirm that you would like to continue. So yes. So enter the password, then re-enter for confirmation. As you can see, password for Elastic user successfully reset. Okay, so we have successfully reset our password. Now, update the file bit configuration, include Elasticsearch credentials. So we need to add our Elasticsearch credentials in this file bit configuration file. So where in this output dot Elasticsearch. So here after host, we need to enter a username and the password. So our Elasticsearch username is Elastic and password that I have entered DevOps. Okay. So we need to be careful about indentation. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. And one more changes in this metric bit file also. We need to add credentials in this metric bit file also. So let's scroll down, and after host we need to add the credentials here, as you can see. Okay, then after that, if you want, then you can add this in this monitoring also. So here I'm going to remove this host. And careful about indentations. So okay, so as you can see in monitoring, right, you can see the indentation is check for once indentation is correct or not. So as you can see after that, okay, it's done, right? So let's save the file and exit. Okay, after that, let's restart the containers. So first shut down the containers using the command. As you can see, it's done. And then let's start again using the command up. It's done. Okay, it's done. So let me clear screen first. Now, the next step is let's secure Kibana with the service token. So to secure connect Kibana to Elasticsearch, so we need to generate a service token using the following command. So let's create a generate a token. So it take a few seconds, wait for a few seconds, and after that let's run the command. Wait a second. As you can see, our token is generated. Sometime it take few seconds, so that's why they give us error. So we need to wait for few seconds. After that, as you can see, the token. So let me copy my token and paste in Notepad because we need this token. Okay. Then after that, the next command is let's generate an encryption key using the command. So let's generate an encryption key. So as you can see, this is an encryption key. So we need this also. So I'm going to paste here. Okay. So we have successfully generate token and encryption key also. Okay. Now let's update docker compose.yaml file to include this service token as well as encryption key. Sorry. And in this file, after this Kibana ports, we need to add this environments and this service token as well as encryption key. So first of all, we need to remove this service account token because we are going to replace with this R token. So I'm going to replace this service account token with this my token. And then after that, I'm going to remove this encryption key. These three encryption keys are same, right? So that's why in these three places, we are going to paste this same encryption key. And the third one. So let's copy our encryption key. Okay. So after that, let's check the indentation. So we need to careful about indentation. Okay. So we need to careful about indentation. First of all, you need to check it's proper or not. Okay. Okay. Now it's done. So let's save the file and exit. After that, let's restart the services. First of all, we need to shut down and we need to start again. Okay, now let's start again. Okay, it's done. Now it's done. So let's verify containers are running or not. As you can see, the status is up 9 seconds ago. That means it's successfully running. Okay. Now it's time to access Kibana in observability. Okay, so let's access Kibana in observability. Okay, so as you can see, first of all, let's copy your instance IP, hit on browser, and your port number is 5601 for Kibana. So wait for a few seconds. It's loading dashboard, right? Okay, so enter username. So username is Elastic. And password. So my password is DevOps in that we have reset, right? On login. Explore my own. Okay, so as you can see, this is our dashboard. Okay. Now go to the menu bar from top left corner and select stack management under the management section. Okay. After that, click on data views. Let's scroll down Kibana and click on this create data view. Okay. Enter a name. So here, as you can see, here I mention the name and so on. As you can see, so first of all, I'm going to enter a name FileBit. And the index pattern is 5-bit star and the timestamp field is timestamp, right? Okay. Now click on data, save data and view to Kibana. Saved. Okay. Now let's go to the logs. And here you can see the logs, right? So here you can see the Logs Explorer, which gives real-time streaming view of container logs and helping debugging issues as you can see what happening in your container at the moment and so on the details. As you can see, right? Okay, you can see. Okay, now then go to the log settings here. And here you can see here you can see customize the log columns and source filters, right? And customize which column you want to see, like container ID and timestamp messages and so on, right? So set logs source filters, example, only show logs from specific container or services. So useful for keeping your log views and relevant. Okay. Now let's go to the infrastructure. Yeah. So here you can see a visual layout of infrastructure like Docker container and so on. So it's help you quickly see what running and where. Okay. So now after that, next is let's go to the metrics explorer. So as you can see here, in this metric explorer, create graphs using system and container metrics and allow you to build custom metric charts and select metrics like CPU uses, memory or disk IO from different containers or host. And here we have system.cpu.total, norm.ptc and docker.cpu.total.pct. So it's great for spotting performance trends and bottlenecks. Okay. Then after that here, infrastructure. Okay. So lastly, go to the host. And in the host, list all your active hosts. Example, servers, you can see VMS running containers, and you can view data like CPU, memory, disk uses across all hosts. Okay. So useful for comparing resource uses across multiple systems. Okay. So you can see your host, CPU uses, memory uses, disk uses, and so on the details. That's it. Okay. So it's done. So in this session, we have learned observability dashboard overview in Elastic Stack like logs and infrastructure. So thank you for watching and I hope you understand.